everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is absolutely thrilling for me because I have been wanting this product for absolutely ages and finally I have it. Today we will be doing a first impressions video on eyeshadow quad, and it's not just any eyeshadow quad. It's one that I've been lusting for like the past 2 years, ever since the Charlotte Tilbury range or line came out. And it's a Charlotte Tilbury luxury palette color-coded quad in the vintage Vamp. This is what the colors look like inside the pan. They're absolutely gorgeous. I've had this for 2 days and I haven't touched it yet, just because I want to give the very kind of, sincere first impressions video on camera. I want to swatch it on camera and everything. So yeah, before we get to that, I want to discuss like the shallow thing about the packaging and such. So in terms of packaging, it comes in this kind of beautiful cardboard, kind of mahogany burgundy sort of color with like the writing and the diamond thing that is in rose gold, which is really beautiful. And then the actual compact itself has the same sort of color theme. It has the mahogany sort of color theme, and then the rose gold diamond right here with the CT, her initials, Charlotte Tilbury. And then on the back, it has CT, the Vintage Vamp Luxury Palette, and then all of the shades are kind of categorized according to a sort of order. So basically you have the first shade that's supposed to be for priming the entire lid, so basically all over the lid. The second one is for enhance, the third one is for smoke, and then the fourth one is pop. And as you can tell, the let me open this. The colors have like that order, like it's a clockwise sort of order. Prime, enhance, smoke, and pop. In terms of the colors, again, they're really beautiful. They complement each other very nicely. And it also reminds me of sort of the 1920s or something, very vintagey, very retro. I kind of think of women with like those retro waves and kind of really kind of beautiful dark red lips. I don't know why. This is kind of what I think of when I see this sort of packaging. Okay, so I want to talk about how this feels in my hand. It's made out of plastic, and for the price, I mean, it's not the most, I don't feel like it's the most beautiful, luxurious plastic out there, if that makes any sense. It's kind of lightweight. I don't feel any heftiness in my hands whatsoever, and it doesn't feel as luxurious as I had anticipated. Nonetheless, I mean, it's really beautiful still. The only two things that I really don't like about the palette itself in terms of packaging is, first of all, the fact that it's a fingerprint magnet. If you are a criminal and you don't like to keep any fingerprints around your house, don't buy this. But then again, I don't think you are. Anyway, so that was just a little bit crazy and inappropriate, maybe. I hope you're not a criminal. And the second thing that I don't like about this is the closure, or the opening part. You have to stick your fingernails inside and kind of pull it upwards for it to open, which basically means that if you have nail polish on your fingernails, they might chip. If you have extremely short nails, then it might hurt. If you have extremely long nails, it might be a little bit uncomfortable. I would rather have it be kind of a magnetic, or to have like this button that you click for the lid to open up. So that's my personal pet peeve. But other than that, it's really beautiful. Size-wise, I expected it to be smaller. It's actually bigger than I had expected, which brings me to my favorite thing about this palette, is that it has absolutely no rubbish sponge applicators inside. No crap, just straight to the core of how you should be applying an eyeshadow. Because if you are someone who invests in luxury eyeshadows, then you probably know that, having an actual decent, brush is definitely more important than a luxury high-end eyeshadow itself. Thank you, Charlotte Tilbury, for thinking about the fact that having those sponge things is just annoying, because we just throw them away. We don't even use them, and that's bad for the environment. Really bad. So anyway, I think that I've covered everything size-wise. Let's move on to the swatches. I will swatch everything according to the order. So basically the first one is Prime. And this is what it looks like. It looks very pigmented and it feels very creamy. Oh my goodness, the pigmentation is actually unbelievable. Really, really pigmented. Here it is underneath, enhance. Very pigmented, it seems, and very creamy. Whoa, that is pigmented. I mean, that seriously is pigmented. Take a look. We move on to the smoke part. This on my ring finger. Very, very soft and easy to swatch. Here it is on top. And the final thing would be the pop. And it's very comparable, it seems, to Tom Ford glitters. So I don't know what to expect. I had to swatch it in a very awkward position. But it's like a sheer shimmer. It's like in between this part and my thumb. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell. But again, it's like a shimmery kind of transparent shade. Swatching is very, very, very promising. These swatches are seriously, seriously beautiful. I am very excited to be playing with them. And bear in mind that my hand has absolutely no primer or base color on top, so it's actually even more promising. I will not do anything crazy with my eyelid today. I'm just going to go according to the order that Charlotte Tilbury has actually suggested. So with a MAC 239, I'm going to take the prime shade and apply it all over my eyelid. Yes, it's very pigmented. It's such a pigmented color. I am very impressed so far. Whoa, it's actually a beautiful sort of light pinky shade. And it reminds me of the, what is it called? The L'Oreal Infallible in Forever Pink. And the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Pink Gold. It has that same sort of color family. I'm gonna take the MAC 217 with the Enhance shade, this one. I'm going to apply it. Oh, it seems to have some fallout, this one. Yes, it does have some fallouts. Wow, it's really beautiful and pigmented. I'm going to apply it on the outer 2/3 of my eyelid, of my eyes. Really beautiful. So far, I'm kind of dragging it in the crease and the 2/3 of my eyes. So far, so good. And then I'm going to take the smoke shade with the Il Makiage fluff brush, which is kind of smaller. Yes, these do have some fallouts. And I'm going to apply it right along the lash line and creating like this sort of C shape from the crease onto my lash line, just like so. It does apply nicely. It does have some fallouts. I can tell that there are some fallouts underneath my eyes, which is a little disappointing. I must say it. I'm disappointed in the amount of fallouts that this thing has. But it's not like insanely chunky, so I believe that it will be easy to kind of, remove just with like a big fat kabuki brush or something. I'm gonna blend everything out with the what is this brush called? The Smashbox crease brush. I really love this eye look. Ah, so beautiful. I love these shades. I'm going to apply a little bit of the Enhance and the Smoke together on my lower lash line. Oh, really beautiful. I'm gonna take the prime shade with a very small brush and apply it on the inner corners of my eye. This is the Bobbi Brown Smoky Liner Brush. And finally, I'm going to take the pop with my fingers and I'm going to apply it on the kind of inner third of my eyes. It applies better with my fingers and better kind of with pressing rather than kind of sweeping all over the lid. This was such a successful first impressions video. I am so impressed, so in love. The only thing that I don't exactly love about this is the fact that the packaging feels a little bit cheapish, and the closure and the fallouts. The fallouts are a little bit kind of disappointing because I expected to have absolutely no fallouts whatsoever, but it does have some fallouts, but nothing too bad. It's still okay and it's still something to absolutely love. I am very happy with it, and I love the result that it has given me. It has given me such kind of sultry, smoky, sexy, kind of vintagey, vampy sort of eye look. I am in love with it. So yeah, this is the first impressions of the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Eye Palette in Vintage Vamp. So far, I'm in love with it. I love the result. I think it's just so beautiful and so unique. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have any products that you highly recommend for me to try and even do first impressions on, definitely leave it in the comments bar down below because I'm all ears. I'm very curious to know what you guys think. And if you have this palette in particular and you have some thoughts about it, definitely leave it in the comments bar down below as well. And I will see you in the next video. Definitely subscribe to my channel, like this video, and as I mentioned, leave some comments. And yeah, take care and goodbye.